Yesterday, I experimented for the first time with the hydraulic system on this truck here that is used to do a couple things actually. It tilts the cab all the way up so you can get access to the motor and everything else. It also raises and lowers the spare tire here. I haven't played with that one yet, but it cranks it all the way down to the ground. So you can do a tire change. Yeah, like that's a one-man job. And you can actually raise and lower the suspension on the whole truck up and down from that same hydraulic unit. Anyway, so I put the cab up. You probably would have seen, I think I got it on video. And went to bring the cab down. You can see those locking pins right there. They lock on this brace that goes over the top of the motor. So those locking pins connect on here, and then there's a locking mechanism right there in the middle that actually physically locks into that device right there. You know what? I just saw that on eBay. That stupid little thing right there, $500 on eBay to replace it. Yeah, let's not do that. Anyway, as I brought the cab down, I noticed that the lock didn't even get close to engaging with the pin up there with the lock. Long story short is this whole thing, it has quite a bit of wiggle in it, but it was really loose. I mean, it was 6 to 8 inches off, which you might see in the video. So again, cut to the chase, what I discovered was on both sides, port and starboard, there's a pin that pins this thing into the frame. And in both cases, those pins were dangling. They were not installed. So that whole brace right there was just sitting there, gravity, if you will, which you can probably imagine is quite a safety issue, because I've only driven this on the road 5 miles, but you can imagine if I would have come to a screeching halt or God forbid hit something, this cab could have ended up in the position it's currently in, which if you're in the driver's seat, probably not a good idea. Anyway, so I did some poking around. Long story short, I figured out how to get it. I had this one pin in, the other side I couldn't get aligned. Couldn't get it installed, the pin installed, so basically I pulled this pin out, and for whatever reason when I removed this pin, the driver's side over there just aligned immediately. So I got both pins in, so now I can go on my merry way and put this cab back down and do some other tinkering. I'm gonna play with the crane a bit more today. Probably want to experiment with this, but I'm hesitant. Seems like to me one of those things where if I lower this down to the ground and for any reason can't get it back up, then the truck is disabled. You can't drive it. So I'm not in any big hurry, because what's the point, right? Other than testing the hydraulic system is I'm not going to be able to change a tire on this thing. I'm not going to sit on the side of the highway and change that tire if I blow it with that one. It's just not going to happen. So I'm in no hurry to do the spare tire test. Other than that, we're looking good. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. There's all kinds of. It's a simple, it's a diesel, right? It's a big ass diesel, so it's pretty simple. There are a number of subsystems that I'm going to have to spin up on. For example, I'm not even sure what this guy is. This might be either a coolant reservoir or oil reservoir. I don't know. That's the air intake system. The air system. There's 4 big ass batteries in here. That's part of the air system for the suspension, brakes, and everything else. Whatever. There's just all kinds of systems on this thing. I have to get smart on. One day at a time. One day at a time. Started with this. Access to the motor. bueno. So much more enjoyable when it's not raining. Just saying. All fueled up and ready to go. Pretty little chickie I know from Toronto. Oh yeah, yeah. What I'm basically doing here is just the next test of the crane. I did it naked before. This time I've got a 2,500 pound, 300 gallon IBC tote full of water. And all I'm really doing is just exercising the crane, using the four control levers that articulate the various segments of the boom, rotate it, etc., etc., and just getting comfortable with it. I've got an Army Tech manual for the truck. It doesn't help a whole bunch. So I'm really just kind of figuring it out by doing it, taking it nice and slow. In this case, I'm going to call this a successful test. I was able to pick up that load. Again, 2,500 pounds, and that crane, even at max extension, is capable of picking up to like 10,000 pounds. So well within the capabilities and limits of the boom and the crane. But more important than the crane is actually me getting used to how to operate the damn thing. So in that sense, I'm going to call this a successful test. I was able to pick it up, put it on the truck, take it back off, and not kill myself. Zan, if I get bit by a snake, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Yeah, I don't think so. That's far enough. Even Deuce said screw it. There she is. Zan, come on, baby. Talk to the butthole. Yeah, I know that walk. Obstinate little bitch. Swim, my sweetie. Come on, baby. Zenobia, I mean it. I'm not letting you out of the pasture ever again. You're pasture fodder. Look at her. Just single-mindedly looking for something. Sneaky, prowling little bitch.